You know what they say. Keep it balanced. Keep it cute. But baby, my balance, it comes from above. So step light. Hold your head high. We gon' praise and still look fly. Weighing every season, heart on one side, truth on the other. Grace in my walk, glory in my cover. Step to the left, I'm aligned. Peace in my heart, made of mine. Wrist shining, Bible in my bag. Gold on my neck, Savior in my sweat. Born with the scales in my head. Still I lay it all in His plan. Measured by mercy, not fame. He called my star by my name. I'm a believer in the light, standing tall in my faith. Pretty smile, holy style. I got heaven on my face. When I move, when I glide, it's the grace in my stride. Balanced by the blood, that's my scales and my pride. That's my scales and my pride. Hands up high, heels on beat, praise in the club, praise in the street. Halo over this laid out lace, a little gloss, whole lot of grace. They see the charm, but He sees the core. He opened doors I ain't asking for, so I two-step, testify, slide every turn. He by my side. I'm a Libra in the light, standing tall in my faith. Pretty smile, holy style. I got heaven on my face. When I move, when I glide, it's the grace in my stride. Balanced by the blood, that's my scales and my pride. That's my scales and my pride. Whoa, left, right, spin it, back, stay true. If you love the Lord, let Him shine. Hey, heart in the clouds, feet on the floor. We give Him the praise, then we give Him some more. I'm a Libra in the light, standing tall in my faith. Pretty smile, holy style. I got heaven on my face. When I move, when I glide, it's the grace in my stride. Balanced by the blood, that's my scales and my pride. That's my scales and my pride.
Hey everybody, this is your girl Creole Butterfly, Libra Butterfly, Coco 929, coming to you from the great state of Kentucky, where the women are beautiful and the horses are fast. Or the horses are beautiful and the women are fast. It just really depends on what you like. This I want to say happy birthday, happy anniversary, happy quinceañera, happy bar mitzvah to Lottie Dottie and every darn body from the sound of my voice, okay? And you know I'm the Oprah, the what? The smooches. So you get a smooch, everybody gets a darn blasted smooch. All right, let's get into it. Hey, sissy, smooches to you, boo. I hope Niecy doing okay. Okay, y'all, let's get into all the things of the things. First of all, I just got back from meeting with the surgeon. I have is it X-ray or ultrasound? I have ultrasound that I have to get done. So I scheduled for my ultrasound. Then I scheduled to follow back up with the surgeon. He gave me some news today, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Only thing is because of what has happened on one side. He don't think that they can still do that, but he's going to look on that side and see if they can find somewhere else. If not, they'll have to go on another side. And I'm not wanting that, but that beats the other thing, which is, the last resort. Okay. So, we still believing, we still standing on faith in God over here and all the things of the things. Yeah, babe. So, all right, y'all, let's get it. This is, I'm kind of full a little bit. I stopped in my favorite deli, y'all, because their meats and stuff is so fresh. So I stopped in my deli on the way home, um, in that part of Kentucky, and got me a dress. Usually I get they club sandwich. They club sandwich be, oh, it be so big you gotta take it apart, right? You take their club sandwich apart, it'll make two more sandwiches. That's how big it is. So I stopped and got me a dressed turkey sandwich, right? Because I love turkey, y'all. So I'm getting me a dressed turkey sandwich, a banana, Minute Maid lemonade, and I came on home. Yeah, I done took half of the meat out the sandwich, and that was a real sandwich. So now I got this meat sitting over here. I'm putting it in the refrigerator just in case I get hungry later and just want a sandwich. Because I'm gonna make some chicken and dumplings today. That's what I'm cooking for dinner is chicken and dumplings. So I made chicken and dumplings. So I got all of my ingredients in there, and I said probably around about 4:30, 5 o'clock, I get up and make it and everything. So yeah, let's get started, y'all. Have y'all heard about the stuff that's going on with Michael Jordan? Now, let me show y'all something at first. I hope I pull this up. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Did I? Okay, that's okay. Wait a minute. I put it up on one computer but not the other. That was smart. Okay, that right there, 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 that right there. Okay, so let me pull it up on this one. Then I'm gonna. Oh, let me play my intro again while I'm still pulling it up, y'all. I like my intro.
You know what they say, keep it balanced, keep it cute. But baby, my balance, it comes from above. So step light, hold your head high. We gon' praise and still look fly. I've been weighing every season, heart on one side, truth on the other. Grace in my walk, glory in my cover. Step to the left, I'm aligned. Peace in my heart, made of mine. Wrist shining, Bible in my bag. Gold on my neck, Savior in my swag. Born with the scales in my head. Still I lay it all in His hand. Measured by mercy, not fame. He called my star by my name. I'm a believer in the light, standing tall in my faith. Pretty smile, holy
Yeah, I don't know
style.
what's
I
going on
got
with
heaven
him.
on my
Hold
face.
on, let me try to
Yeah.
stop it again. Okay, I tried to stop it the first time. It kept going. I don't know what's going on with my electronics around the world. What's going on, Just Andrea? How you feeling, boo? Let me know what's up. You know what I'm talking about, Just Andrea. Text me and let me know what's up, boo. Okay, y'all. So I found it. Let's see. Here we go, right here, and here we go, right here. Let me make sure y'all can see it. I got heaven on my. This is gonna block me. It probably will block me. You know what? I'm not buying it. Hold on. I got a free copy. Hold on. We ain't buying stuff like that. Sorry. Let me go ahead and click you off, honey, because you ain't that important. I'll go through Facebook. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull it up in Facebook. I know somebody got it. Hold on. And the scales of my pride, and the scales of my pride, all ever right in it back. Hold on. Because I'm trying to show y'all something. Wait a minute. Let's click. Uh, okay, scroll. Okay, let's go here. What's up, Muffy Boo? Thanks for coming over, love Muffy. Okay, I'm just gonna show it like this, okay? That way we ain't paying no money. You feels me? Yep. But thank you, love. Thank you for sharing me, boo. Let's see. Let me make sure y'all can see this. Oh. Okay. Right here. Okay. President Trump administration has opened an official investigation into Nike over alleged discrimination against white employees. Finally, someone is addressing the anti-white bias that has infected corporate America under the guise of diversity and inclusion. This is somebody who is just dumb. Okay, it's just dumb. It ain't our fault that you're not smart enough to get a position or hold a position. But it says, wow, President Trump has ordered an investigation into Nike for discrimination against white employees. About time. That's what that person said. Okay, now let's go back. Before we get into the things of the things, let's go here. I want y'all to answer a question for me. Who is the biggest minority owner of, or who does Nike make the most money off of? Who does Nike make the most money from? You're right. You guessed it. What's up, no pressure? You guessed it. Michael Jordan. Let's get into it. Let's get into the things of the things, y'all. Let's go. Yes, sissy, Michael Jordan. Let's go. Let me pull this up for you guys real quick. Because I told y'all some things. If you've been following me, I told you last year what was going to happen. Hold on. Let's change this. Hold on. Okay, let's go here. Let's go here. And it's not conspiracy. The handwriting is on the wall. If y'all look at it, and before I go any further, rest in peace to Jesse Jackson. You went on my page, my community wall. You actually saw a picture of my granddaddy and Jesse Jackson together. So rest in peace to Jesse Jackson. Let's go. Let me show y'all this real quick. And then we're going to talk a darn about it, okay? We're going to talk a darn about it. Let me make sure. Is it pulled up? Hold on. You know what? I really. Okay, yep. Okay, here we go. Wanted to make sure I had the correct thing pulled up. I turned the volume down because it's some music right there. So I don't want to play the music and, what's some people YouTube get me for, music and stuff. So let's go. That's Michael Jordan pulling on that little boy. Y'all see that? Watch the video again. Here you go. Now, how many people, moms, grandmamas, uncles, hasn't did that to get their attention? He's clearly on the little boy's leg, and he's pulling the back of his shorts, trying to get attention. And all them people right there, he is not molesting that child nor doing anything sexual where that child is concerned. Okay, the reason why this is so important and why this right here, okay, this video is streaming. This video is traveling everywhere. Okay. This video got people in the uproar. I can't believe Michael Jordan. Did you see what he was doing? Did you see what he was doing to that little boy? I dare him. Why come nobody's saying anything? Why come ain't nobody bringing him up on charges? Are you kidding me? Wait a minute. Before we gonna even go to Michael Jordan on charges, hello, Epstein files. We ain't gonna skip over that. I don't care how much y'all want us to skip over the Epstein files. If they have decided nobody on the Epstein files is going to be charged because of the cripple the economy, that's what she said. She said if the people on the in the Epstein files was to be charged. It will cripple the economy, so nobody is going to be charged. So before y'all go to Michael Jordan, I'm gonna really need y'all to go to the Epstein files first. Right. That's what that was about, Andrea. Right. He won the racing thing. He's part of he's the majority owner of the racing, the NASCAR team. The name of his team is 23X1. Okay? And they won. So of course they were celebrating and stuff. But them people couldn't give him that. They had to make it sexual. Because God forbid if they really knew a pervert. God forbid if they really knew a predator. I mean, shoot, what? Half of the government nowadays, allegedly. Okay. So my thing is this. In order, okay, now let's put it all together, y'all. Let's pack it up in a neat bow. First, you have the orange guy in the committee looking into Nike. Everybody knows if it wasn't for Jordan, Nike wouldn't be as big as it is now. Jordan hasn't played basketball in how many years? And Jordan tennis shoes, the Jordan Nike tennis shoes, is still the number one sneaker sold. And they're $200 or more. People still sleep outside when they know a new shoe's coming out. They still price gouge when they know a new shoe is coming out. This man is a billionaire. Okay? And the only thing he did was give his name because he's no longer playing. So he made an agreement with them to continue with his name. Now, all of a sudden, they coming after Nike. The majority person that makes the money for Nike is Michael Jordan. And now all of a sudden, Jordan is the focus of something inappropriate. Do y'all see where we're going with this? Hey, Tennessee Whiskey. Do y'all see where we're going? It's music. It's no audio. It's just music. And I'm not playing the music because I don't want to get struck. Do y'all see where we're going with that? Some things, it don't have to be a conspiracy. Yeah. Some things don't have to be a conspiracy. You could see it with the nose that's plain on your face. I told you guys in 2024 that in 2025, they were going to start, there was an agenda to take down all of the Black people who are millionaires and billionaires, not the little millionaires, not the little dollars, like less than 2 million. You ain't even considered a millionaire, but 5 and above, that they was coming for them, except those that's on their payroll. And I told y'all what I thought about 50 Cent. Moving on, okay? So those is on their payroll. I said, because if they're coming after Black people and their finances, they also have to kill the wealth of the Black people who are millionaires and billionaires, because if not, then they'll fund some type of program or money into the Black neighborhoods to help Black people still get up on their feet. But if you control the money across the board, then what? Right, sissy, it's all in plain sight. Absolutely. And the only ones that don't recognize it is some of us. We still sleep. We got sleep in our eye. We got pink eye. We got all the things of the things. Okay. Right, Muffy, baby, you hit it. That was my next thing. Like they did Black Wall Street. Absolutely. They want to corner the economy market. Okay. If the powers that be own it all, we are all at their mercy. I'm going to say that again. If the powers that be own it all, we are all at their mercy. You have to look for it. Just type in Michael Jordan Uh, uh, Michael Jordan something. Michael Jordan, NASCAR, something like that, and it might pop up. They trying to keep us in our place. Muffy, if you ain't preaching, you better preach. What you know what? I love y'all. Y'all own it. Y'all own it. Yes. Now I'm gonna play this one more time. Y'all tell me if y'all see anything inappropriate with this. Maybe I'm just not looking. You know, I don't know. Hold on, let me get the other one. Let me see. This one. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, that's as big as it's gonna get. This video ain't gonna get no bigger. That's as big as it's gonna get. Okay, let me see. Hold on, I'm sharing it with y'all again. Let's talk about it. They are trying to make a big deal out of this. They want them down. Now, since they feel like it's open season on black people, they want it they want them down. You know, those of you all who didn't know you were black, you girl get your ninja wake up call. How about that? Let's go. Watch his hands. He's not touching his butt, and then he's touching his leg. All these people right here, and I don't see not a darky in sight except for him. You think they gonna sit there and let that man do something to him in front of them and they not say nothing? Are you crazy? Is you kidding? Michael Jordan criticized for tickling child at Daytona. That's what you can look up, Tennessee. Michael Jordan criticized for tickling a child at Daytona. And that way you might find it there. Like I said, somebody sent me the video, but if you type in Michael Jordan criticized for tickling child at Daytona, it should pull up for you. So y'all, how much you know that's crazy. Y'all know that's crazy. But this is the time that we're in. This is the time. And what's so sad, y'all, I never would have thought that we would have seen this time after our grandparents and great grandparents and mothers and fathers, some of them, if they was born in the 50s, you know, and everything, went through all of this. I never thought we would see this time, our grandkids, our kids would see this time. But they really want us to go back into the 50s and the 60s. They really do. Uh and everything. And we ain't going. How about that? We ain't going. Let me see. Why even touch someone else's kid though? Cause he was celebrating. Like my uncles have did that to a kid that they, you know, they be so happy. We all standing there, and you know they call it. You know, they be playing like, hey, and start pulling them by the shirt or pulling them by the shorts to get their attention. That's just, you know, that's just the way. Right. I'm not man's either, Muffy. As you know, that's not odd to me. Like I grew up around people like that, my family like that. It's just, you know, it's just not odd. They all his parents and all of them probably raced for him because they are that's at the celebration when they won the trophy for racing. So it's like he was trying to get the little boy's attention by playing with him. I don't think it's odd. You know, I just think America, we at a point to where how can I say this? Because I don't know how to say it, I ain't gonna say nothing. My mom always told me if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. So, and because I don't know how to diplomatically say what I gotta say, I'm gonna drink my water and mind my business. Moving on. Uh, yeah, it's just you know they trying to make fetch happen. That's it. They trying to make something out of nothing. It ain't. It's nothing. It's nothing to that. Like I said, the stuff y'all need to be talking about, y'all not. Like, I just think it's very hypocritical. And y'all gonna get mad at me for this, but hey, whatever. I think it's very hypocritical for them to keep Diddy locked up and ain't nobody else locked up. And y'all did worse than him. I'll wait. And then I think it's very hypocritical for y'all to lock up R. Kelly and y'all did worse than him. R. Kelly was charged for peeing on somebody. That's basically it. And I know you're like, no, he has some teenagers too, Creole. But check this out, which is wrong. Let me first say that. Wrong.com. I'm not saying that's right at all, if that's the case. But here's my thing like this. Who took the people to him, and why ain't they locked up? I keep asking that question. Who took, I mean, the wife, the ex-wife, whatever she is, she's out here just bopping and dancing and twerking and twirling, and she's doing all of that. She was right in the house with all of them. She went and got some of them girls for R. Kelly. Some of the girls' parents brought them back and forth to him and knew. Ain't nowhere in the world you gonna tell me you didn't know that your daughters who told you and you agreed that they could stay in their house with him, that you didn't know something was going on, especially when one of them, y'all wanted to come and get your daughter. She said, nah, I'm good. Your words, not mine. Yeah, okay. All right. We've been conditioned to question everything because what has, but yeah, and you're right. And the thing about it is, though, the thing about it is with that, here's my thing. Okay. I told y'all 2026 is double exposure. Okay. Double exposure. And I always advocate for prayer. I tell you to cover yourself in prayer, cover your kids in prayer, repent, renounce all the things of things. A lot of this stuff is demonic. It's been demonic. It was born demonic. Okay. A lot of people are connected to the underworld, and they are just, now is beginning to be the time to pay up. Okay. A lot of people sold their souls, and I know people don't believe in it, and that's fine. That's fine if you don't believe in it. Okay. But a lot of people sold their souls, okay, to be famous, to be rich. And it's time for them to pay up. Okay. That's why you're going to find a lot more celebrities this year. As I stated, it's going to be a lot more celebrities this year that's going to begin to lose their mind. They're going to begin to act kind of crazy. Remember how we saw, what's his name? They was trying to make him big too. What's his name? He was walking down the street in some shoes and some tidy whities. Dark skinned guy. Old Town Road. He sung Old Town Road. He was walking down the street in some tidy whities. He had lost his mind and everything. Uh, y'all gonna start seeing a lot more of that. Y'all gonna start seeing a lot more of that. Because it's time. It's time. This thing is so connected spiritually. That's why I can't wait to put my Patreon link on my wall. Be looking out for that today. Okay. I told my white sister from another Mr. Charlie that I will wait. I don't waited a whole extra month. It was supposed to be December the 13th. Now we at February the what? 17th. Yeah. So mm-mm. I ain't waiting no more because I got so much stuff that I want to say and tell y'all and stuff. And I can't do it on her. And you know how right, sissy. And you know how YouTube is flagging everybody for disagreeing or whatever, and then Trump sued them for, I think it's 230 million. Y'all can look that up. But Trump did sue Google or YouTube because of when that insurrection hit and everything, and they banned him from all platforms. He sued them. Okay, he sued them. So now they have to recomp their money from somewhere. And that's why they don't pay as much as they used to and all of this and stuff. I ain't got time to play politics with y'all. I don't. YouTube is supposed to be for people who want to show you guys their life, to create a channel and all that other stuff. Now, all the celebrities that's not making no money on TV is actually getting a YouTube channel. And I said this 6 years ago. I said, what's going to happen is the celebrities and all of them are going to start coming on YouTube. So they're trying to phase ordinary people out. Ordinary people that built YouTube, they're trying to phase us out so that the celebrities who are pulling more endorsements and all of that and more fan base and stuff can come in. And I'd be daggone if it ain't happening. Okay. So I'm telling y'all now, Michael Jordan is just one of the bigger fish that they're going to try to take down. Okay. It's already begun. They're going to try. I don't know. I can't see that far with him if it's going to happen or not. I just know they're going to try. Remember, I told you all also 2024 about the first three celebrities, our first three famous people that they was going to go after. Okay. Then I told y'all last year, I said, now watch, it's Jay-Z's turn. So watch what I'm telling y'all. Jay-Z's next. They want him. I said, he's a street person. He'll leave first. I said, he ain't going to be like Diddy and get caught up over in the United States. He'll bounce. And I'll be there going, who they after now? Okay. All right. So I told y'all about Tyler Perry. And let me tell you something. Tyler Perry got a new movie out. It's called Joe's College Trip. And what I don't like about some of us is we're missing the point. Okay. You're missing the point. The point of it is history with everything that's going on right now and how his grandson lost his identity because he wasn't around or raised with his own kind. So he was removed from the struggle. They did such a good point with him, creating a life for him that he didn't have to suffer, that he really did not understand the pain and sufferings of his own people. His best friends and stuff was someone of another race who never had to suffer. And so he bought into the idea of we don't need affirmative action. We don't need Black Lives Matter. We don't need anything like that. Isn't that reverse racism and all of this and stuff? The same stuff that's going on in your everyday life. Okay? In your everyday life. And so, the trip was for the old to teach the young. Y'all missing it. Y'all want to talk about the hair and this, that, and the other. Y'all so superficial. Not my people, but y'all, you know who you are so superficial. You lack depth. You can't see depth in nothing. You just surface. Everything is surface, 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 and that's why you're getting beat up now. That's why you don't know what's coming. You ain't prepared or nothing you know, but it's deeper. And then wait a minute, I even went online. I done been on Facebook arguing with people. Do you hear me? This one lady said, college trip is good, but it is not. She said, but I'm disappointed because it is not for kids. So if you want your kids to watch it, don't let them watch it because I said, well, you stupid. And maybe I shouldn't have said it like that, but y'all, I said, you stupid because it gives a R-rated disclaimer at the front of the movie. So what R-rated movie is for a kid? See, let me, yeah, some things is y'all had that test you took and you have to draw the conclusion. Like for real, and that's part of the test that let you know if you're gonna pass to the 7th, 8th, or 9th grade. Like you take this test, it's called the TAB test, and you open up this book like you go to sleep early and everything because you got a week of testing, and it's the major testing to see where you place, and you have to have a number 2 pencil. You can't turn around at your desk, and you being timed and all that. And one of the main sections of that test was draw the conclusion. I'm really believing that a whole lot of people failed that part of the test because unless it's spelled out to you, you don't see what they just don't understand. They and it bothers me about us. We don't get it. Anyway, we're gonna finish up with that. Let me pull up this other part of my live. What time is it? Am I doing? Let me see. Gotta go back. All right, baby. Thank you, sissy. Okay, smooches. Don't work too hard, honey. Okay, let me pull up this other part. All right, and then we're gonna move on. Present when I walk. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Here we go. Come on. Where is it at? Skills of the brain. Let me see. I heard this. I passed it and didn't even know it. Lord, today. Come on. Okay. Comprehension too, boo. You know what? That might have been the one I was looking for. Cause I know it was a C. I'm trying to call out. I'm like, dang, which one? Comprehension too. You are right. Comprehension skills and honey clues. You know, even Blues Clues had clues. They a clue, a clue. Weird, just weird. Okay. Anyway, let's go. All right, y'all. Let me tell my Latinos and my Mexican sisters and brothers. It's not the fact. Let me just do a disclaimer here. You are not our problem. Okay, let me say that. You have never been our problem. Our problem have been those that don't fight for us when they fight for everybody else. And those are the ones that should be fighting for us. It's like we don't matter. Everybody else come in and we've built this country. Even your orange guy said that this country was built by blacks. Yeah, we know. We know. We know. We don't mind our hate that anybody else is over here, but don't disrespect us. If anything, say, you know what, thank you. Thank you for what y'all done. That's the reason why we can come over here and enjoy the benefits and stuff like that. Our only problem is when people fight for others more than they fight for us. I make us feel bad because we looking at them sideways like how you gonna march for rights for others and you won't even stand with your own. Blood, sweat, tears, and furs. Come on. I know you right. Okay. So this is right here. Let's listen to what he said. This is my first time hearing this. I read it, but wanted to hear it with you guys. And I thank the person who got this to me. Thank you so much. Hold on. Okay, let's go. Oh, it's blurry. Can y'all see that? It won't come up no more, y'all. I'm sorry. It says black man unloads on black Democrats who fight for immigrations but not black. This is real Detroit. So this is in Detroit. Let's go.
Understand it. Now, if somebody's here illegal, that's against the law. What are they asking y'all to do to break the law? Ramirez, you got black people in that district. When you gonna ever stand up for them? They living in poverty, poor education. What are you saying? You can't even look me in my face. What are you saying? You don't care about them. And here go eight black faces. We the majority, and you sitting here talking about a small majority, a small voting bloc. What are you saying? Forget the biggest voting bloc that y'all supposed to represent. And listen to me, my biggest threat is not ICE. My biggest threat is the local police, the sheriff, the state troopers. It wasn't long ago that the state troopers rolled a boy down on the ATV and shot him dead. Which one of y'all stood up for us then? Ken Worthy, always overcharging. In fact, she got an interrogating unit that says after 5, 10, 30 years, oh, we made a mistake, let them go. Y'all don't say a one ugly word about that. So what are we doing here? Something that I'm not quite understanding. Now, if somebody's here illegal, that's against the law. What are they asking y'all to do to break the law? Ramirez, you got black people in that district. When you gonna ever stand up for them? They living in poverty, poor education. What are you saying? You can't even look me in my face. What are you saying? You don't care about them. And here go 8 black faces. We the majority, and you sitting here talking about a small majority, a small voting bloc. What are you saying? Forget the biggest voting bloc that y'all supposed to represent. And listen to me, my biggest threat is not ICE. My biggest threat is the local police, the sheriff, the state troopers. It wasn't long ago that the state troopers rolled a boy down on the ATV and shot him dead. Which one of y'all stood up for us then? Ken Worthy, always overcharging. In fact, she got an interrogating unit that says after 5, 10, 30 years. Oh, we made a mistake. Let them go. Y'all don't say a one ugly word about that. So what are we doing here?
Okay. Truth is what truth is. Okay. Truth is what truth is. I gotta agree with old brother right there. Even though that's in Detroit, a lot of us feel the same way. And that's how I felt. I did a video about that. I said, I don't mind whoever comes over here into the United States. But if you're gonna come over here legally. And then I said, United States, why are we blessing those that's here against the law? Undocumented means against the law, and if you came in any way but the right way is against the law. What are we talking about here? Why is people who come in against the law, the wrong way or whatever, they are able to get benefits? Like, you able to get food stamps, you able to get medical coverage, you able to all of this, and you okay. If you're gonna come in, just come in the right way. That's all I ever said. I don't care about you coming in. Come in the right way. And then United States, we shouldn't bless nobody that don't come in legally. That's weird to me. And then y'all make us feel bad. Why we gotta feel bad? Because we've been here. We've been here and we can't get nothing. And everybody is getting stuff that our ancestors fought for, worked for, slaved over. Y'all can get benefits we can't get, and we've been here. And then for people to fight for other people outside of us, and we ain't got our stuff solidified yet, we still the biggest threat. They don't care. Don't let it fool you. Our skin color makes us a threat because it's a reminder of the past. Ooh, child. Anyway, I keep telling y'all all three things today, believe it or not, ties together. Okay. Michael Jordan, I know he's been far removed from being black. Even I think he married a white woman. Like when him and his black wife didn't make it, he married a white woman, just had twins with her or something like that, and everything. But they gonna show him his ninja wake up call as well. I hope he was smart enough to get a prenup. Okay. Because a lot of times they not smart enough to get a prenup when they marry someone outside of their color. Okay. They always say, that's all that black girl wants is my money. That's all she want, black B. Black women are never good enough. Okay. Even though they was made from a black woman. What Tupac say? You came from a black woman, made from a black woman. Remember, Tupac also said we're gonna have a race of babies who hate the ladies. Man, that man was a prophet and didn't know it. He was a prophet and did not know it. Could you imagine what Tupac would be saying right now? Seriously, could you imagine what he would be saying, what he would be writing? Hasn't been black since his dad lied about being robbed. I never really got into this story. I really didn't, because I knew something was going on with that. And then plus, oh, wait a minute, let me pull it up. I'm glad you said that. Hold on, let me pull this up for y'all. Hold on. Hold on, I'm pulling it up. Where is the picture? Hold on, y'all. Here you go, right here. Is that the book? Hold on. Every time I pull this book up, it disappears. I wonder if he pulled the book. Hold on. Hold on. Let me just take the name out. Hold on. Oh. Hold on, y'all. I know that's her name. I know for a fact that's her name. He must have pulled that. Let me look one more time. You know, when you got money, you can pull some stuff. You know. Hold on. Hold on. Nope. They pulled that book. Shut up. Y'all, they pulled it. Shut the front door, y'all. Michael Jordan's sister. Michael Jordan's sister wrote a book about their life. Okay. And everybody, just about at the time that it came out. Okay, I think I found it. Hold on. I think I found it. Okay. Here it is. Baby, when I tell y'all, what's up, VA Sagittarius boo? Okay, here we go, right here. This book right here, Muffy, this book right here, kid, when my cousin read me some of the snippets, because she was reading this book, when she read me some of the snippets, you will be surprised what happened in this book with that daddy, okay? That daddy was something else. What's up, Catherine? That daddy was something else. Do you hear me? See right here, it says, in my family shadow is a 2001 autobiography by Dolores E. Jordan, Michael Jordan's older sister, offering a personal and candid account of her life and the Jordan family struggles, including her own experience with childhood sexual abuse by her father and her mother's reaction, contrasting with the family's public image. Lord, we're not, baby, and it's called In My Family Shadow. Came out 25 years ago. In My Family Shadow. Baby, I was like, say what now? Say what now? So yeah, honey, yeah. It's so much that I found out about the Jordans. I wouldn't be surprised. Girl, it's so much I found out about the Jordans. It blew my mind. It blew my mind. I was like, say what now? Like his daddy always persecuted him, told him, you know, like called him out of his name and all this and stuff. Y'all, it's when I tell you no wonder he's socially awkward. You know, Michael Jordan is really awkward. Y'all ever looked at him, how he deals with other people and around other people, you know, and everything. And even though LeBron James always gave them his props, he couldn't stand LeBron. He couldn't stand him, you know. and everything. So LeBron got to a point he stopped giving him his props. He stopped giving him his props. He's like, okay, well, Ninja, I'm trying to give you, I'm trying to big up you. You ain't, screw you. So yeah, Michael, and that used to be my favorite basketball player outside of Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson used to be not my number one. Dominique Dawkins used to be my number two. His number used to be 23 too. And then it was one more I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting. I can't believe I'm forgetting it. But anyway, then it became Michael Jordan and everything. Because y'all know I used to play basketball, so I'm best by fiend. Okay, I really am. Now I like your boy, your light skinned boy. I still don't understand why he ain't won no NBA championship yet. I still don't know why, because he's all that. His daddy used to be an NBA player and everything, and he's married and all that. But back to the point I was trying to make y'all with Michael Jordan. We have to protect our celebrities. Let us deal with our black celebrities. We don't need y'all to mess with them. We got them. We'll deal with them. We have to get to that point, y'all. And here's the thing that I don't like. It's like some of the celebrities can't see it. Now, I had a problem with, hold on, this thing is stuck to my foot. I had a problem with Oprah. And in the famous words of Vicky Dillard, Okra, I had a problem with her. And when I found out about her, I was like, I came on her and told everybody, and they was like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. And now that it's coming out, because she's in them files too, and now that everything's coming out, y'all, let me tell you something. What I don't do is lie on the Lord, and I don't lie on the gift, okay? But I'm telling y'all, there'll be more. There are going to be more. But again, that's the shiny new toy that they're trying to put in front of your face is Michael Jordan, okay, to take away from something else that they're trying to do. All right, I'm telling you now. So stay focused, stay aware. What's up, Shaker? Muffy, I couldn't stand Charles Barkley. And still today can't stand Charles Barkley. I can't stand that arrogant, narcissistic, fat, overweight, I hate myself man. Ugh. Can't stand him. I rather like, what's his name used to be with Michael Jordan them on the Chicago Bulls, dressed up like a woman. Sometimes he wore makeup. What is his name? All these names is skipping me right now, y'all. I apologize. But I told y'all that's the side effect of that old blood pressure medicine I used to take. What is his name? I'd rather take him. Y'all figure it out. I'd rather take him. Like I said, and then all the money that was flowing out of Chicago, Dennis Rodman, y'all right. Thank y'all, smooches. All the money that was flowing out of Chicago, baby. You mean tell me y'all couldn't have did nothing to help out the Chi-Towners? Think about it, y'all. They had Oprah for how many years? Okra. They had her. She's a billionaire. Okra is a billionaire. And where I got mad at Okra was, let me tell you why. Don't tell nobody. But when she was talking about she was going to build a school for black girls, right? I was like, that'd be great. Oh, she could put it right down there in the hood, right in the middle where they can get to, and she can change a whole lot of black girls' lives. They can become whatever they want to be. All they need is a different way of seeing things, and all this is. I start dreaming for her, right? I'm like, yes, come on, Oprah. That's what she used to Oprah. I said, come on, Oprah, girl, yeah, that's good. Until she said, I'm building it over in Africa. Now. Not that Africa doesn't have a need, okay? But you right there in Chicago, nigga. There has never been in the history of niggerdom something that was so crazy. I'm like, you right there where you see all the shooting and all this and stuff. Kids can't really go to the store without wondering if they're going to come back with a bullet. I mean, you mean to tell me you didn't see a need for Chicago to have a place for women, young girls to grow up and, huh? I believe that. Now that I really believe right here, that I really believe. Yes, ma'am. And I'm sorry that happened to your people. That's what. Oh, Muffy. Why come I asked that the other day and people act like they didn't understand what I was saying? I thank you for saying that. See, I say stuff, and sometimes people don't. They not deep with me, so they can't see it. They be like, "What's she talking about now?" Like I'm not a surface talker. I can be, but I talk deep, and it takes people that think deep. I think different to really get me. That's why I say I'm not. I know I'm not for everybody. Everybody ain't gonna get me, and it's cool. I ain't mad about it. I ain't mad about it because I ain't gonna change who I am. This is me. But that's what I said. My words was, okay, that school that she opened up over and whatever it's supposed to be, where them girls at? Where the girls at? Where the girls at? Hey, hey, where the girls at? You saw them the first year that she opened up. You saw them the first year she opened up. And then after that, you didn't see them no more. I dare somebody ask her where they at. Where they at, ma? Where they at, ma? Where they at, ma? Where they at, ma? Yeah, I there's somebody that asked her where they at. Now, since she's mentioned in the Epstein files, well, but they ain't like black kids over there, because you know why? Black kids gonna tell what you do to them. See, and I hate to say that, no offense to any other nationality, but you ain't gonna touch us and we don't tell everybody. We gonna tell our friends, twins, sisters, brothers, cousins, uncles, aunties, grandmother to the fourth degree. We gonna make sure somebody heard that, when I spent the night with you, your daddy came in and rubbed my leg and I had to kick him. Your brother took me in the closet and I had to scratch his face. Oh yeah, we're gonna tell somebody. So when Epstein made that, now we don't want no black kids. Yep, because we tell our kids, you tell us whatever somebody. And then on top of that, to be honest, we as black parents, most of us don't let our kids go nowhere and spend the night. Can I get an amen? Most of us will be like, nah, you ain't going nowhere and spend no night. I don't know them people. I don't know them parents. And then, baby, if we just so happen to one day get up on the right side of the bed with a good cup of coffee and all the birds are singing and the sun is shining and, our bank account is full and we have no need, possibly we might say, I gotta meet the mama. I gotta talk to the mama. Gotta meet the mama, honey. And I ain't trying to be funny, but you're gonna have my precious cargo over there. Who all gonna be there? I mean, yeah, and who else? Oh, okay. Well, let me think about it. That's how we're going to do that one. We still looking. Y'all still looking for who? Girl, I know. You know what, VA? I promise you I know. I know. And that's why I keep saying I need people to think with me. Thank y'all for thinking with me. Y'all my peoples. I be trying to get other people to think with me like, what happened to them girls? Where them girls at? Where them girls at? Okay. She ain't saying no more about the girls. The school is closed down. Not Miss Billionaire. Not Miss Billionaire closed the schools down. And then you still didn't find your way to Chicago to open up one here? Because your buddy either get slaughtered or sued. Because them kids gonna tell. Them kids here in America, especially you putting it in for black people in the neighborhood that where it's needy at. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Them kids, they don't know how to keep it quiet. They be like, you be like, I'm going to give you $20,000 if you don't say nothing. Okay. Soon as they get that money, they go straight to their auntie. Auntie, I can't tell mama because I said I wouldn't tell my parents. See, they smart. I said I wasn't going to tell my parents, but auntie, Miss Okra has such a, and this happened. For real, yes, ma'am, but you can't tell her I told you because she gave me some money to keep quiet. See, uh-huh. Yeah, so I used to like her because I felt like she was a black woman who, she worked her way up to being this global person and all of this until she started telling people, it's one thing to tell people they can believe what they want to believe, okay? But to force people that believe in Jesus and tell them that why don't they consider another way, excuse me, that's when I lost all respect for her. Then I started finding out a little bit about a little bit and a little bit about a lot of bit. And I was like, absolutely not. 15,000 were taken and only 5 were counted. Girl. What you said, okay, I keep saying, where they at? Nobody's answered this. But did y'all know allegedly? Let me change my thing to allegedly so I won't get sued. Hold on. Hold on. Make sure I got allegedly all up in here. Let's go to that one. Okay. Did y'all know allegedly that she was on the ankle bracelet? And that's why for a while nobody saw her. That she had to stand in front of a judge regarding some things about her that had to do with Harvey Weinstein as well. And they put her on the watch allegedly. Okay, my two fingers allegedly. Um, Somebody was talking about that. Another YouTuber was talking about that maybe a year and a half ago. Was like, y'all know the reason why y'all didn't see her is because blah 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 blah. And I was like, say what now? And I rewinded it. I said, say what now? So allegedly, not saying it's true, because they have what they don't want us to know. You feel what I'm saying? They just have what they don't want us to know. Uh, Let me see what y'all said. Yes, ma'am. Okay. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, who was it? Oh, no, I gotta play this. I hope he don't get mad. Y'all just bear with me. We're gonna be out for here. How much time I got? Hold on. Let me look at my time. Oh, dag, I'm over an hour. Y'all give me 15 more minutes, and I promise y'all we'll be out of here. Just give me 15 more minutes. And I did come on last night, y'all. I got that live actually. Hold on. Okay. I got that live on my community wall if you actually want to take a look at that. Hold on. I'm trying to get the one I'm actually talking about. Hold on. This tripped me out. This this tripped me out. I was like, say what nah? Not now, but nah. Okay, I don't want the whole thing. I bet this ain't the one I wanted, but I'm gonna play it anyway because it might be some. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Okay, yep, that's it. Hold on. Right here, let's click it. Let's go. One moment, y'all. Um, scroll, 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 scroll. Oh no. Ugh. Come on. Hold on. Now I might have to go to the other one, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to the other one. That's all right. Let's go to the other one. Hold on. Ah, this bothers me. I swear it bothers me when I can't find what I'm looking for exactly. I should have had this ready, but I didn't think I was gonna go here. But since we here, let's walk all the way in it. Shoot. Give me one moment. Let's walk all the way in it. I might have, like I said, pull up the other one and we just go from there. Yep. So let me just pull up the other one. Did y'all know that Cat Williams got a new he's got a new stand-up comedy out. It's real good, y'all. It is actually on Netflix. Take a look at that if you can. Uh it's real good. He get Lord, he say everything he shouldn't have to that he shouldn't be saying. He say everything. What's up, Jay Dunn? Yes, he say everything he shouldn't say, y'all. I promise you. Cat Williams is a nut for real. I'm like, my God, today. All right. Hopefully this is not the one, but he says something here too. Since we on Oprah. Let's go. Let's go, and then we'll be out of here. Let me make sure y'all can see it. So
And that cult is attempting to impose itself as the official faith of the United States. You can put that stuff that the rest of the world hates out on the front with the opening act for the Olympics, and nobody's supposed to be able to do anything about it. Thing was, they wanted me to push this rainbow stuff. I said, I don't care what you guys do with yourselves, that's your business. But I'm not going to push it. So then they kept trying to sabotage.
Oprah Winfrey has long been hailed as the queen of daytime TV, preaching messages of unity, love, and self improvement. But behind the curtains, she's been accused of promoting a woke agenda that's as divisive as it is profitable.
I took God out of the box because I grew up in the Baptist church and there were, rules and, you know, belief systems and doctrine.
And Judge Joe Brown, a man who's never been afraid to speak his mind, is now calling her out, and the whole woke culture along with her.
But we have a cult, and that cult is attempting to impose itself as the official faith of the United States.
What's even more shocking, the lengths that CBS went to silence him when he refused to play along, from financial manipulation to outright sabotage, Judge Joe Brown's battle against the woke agenda is nothing short of explosive.
I got
And
you.
I'm an independent now. I can't stand the Democratic Party.
Really? What happened? What caused you to change?
They decided to be anti-family and anti-man, and I don't buy into that.
Today, we dive deep into the war between Judge Joe Brown and the woke elite of Hollywood, exposing the dark side of what many believe to be a movement that's tearing society apart. What did Judge Joe Brown uncover? How did Oprah play a role in this? And why is Hollywood so furious? Stay tuned as we unravel this tangled web of power, politics, and betrayal. Judge Joe Brown wasn't just another TV judge. He was a trailblazer. His show, Judge Joe Brown, ran for over 15 years, making him one of the most successful daytime television personalities of his time. In fact, at the peak of his career, he was beating out heavyweights like Dr. Phil and even Oprah herself in the ratings. But despite his undeniable success, his career came to an abrupt halt. Why? Because he refused to bow down to the woke agenda that CBS was pushing. According to Judge Brown, CBS not only refused refused to pay him what he was owed, but they also tried to strong arm him into promoting social agendas that he didn't believe in. And when he stood his ground, they set out to destroy him financially, legally,
Come
and
on with the
politically.
Oprah.
It all started with a contract dispute. Judge Joe Brown was owed 28
Website that's entirely yours to shape.
was just the tip of the iceberg. The real conflict began when CBS tried to force Judge Joe Brown to promote what he describes as a woke agenda, a set of social and political beliefs that he fundamentally disagreed with. And at the center of this agenda was none other than Oprah Winfrey. Oprah, a media mogul and influential figure in American culture, has often been seen promoting messages of unity, love, and kindness. But according to Judge Joe Brown, there's more to Oprah's activism than meets the eye. Behind these positive messages lies a series of actions that raise serious questions about her true intentions and how she wields her influence. Oprah Winfrey, the queen of self-love and body positivity, has been sending out messages for years about embracing who you are, no matter what size you wear. But now, she's out here pushing weight loss, and it's got people wondering, what happened to all that talk about loving yourself just the way you are? Is she really just here for the money? The 70-year-old star, who has been ranked among the most influential women in the world, described the criticism she had received over her weight during her career, saying that for more than 2 decades, making fun of her weight was a national sport.
I have to say that I took on the shame that the world gave to me. For 25 years, making fun of my weight was national sport.
She spoke emotionally about the myths surrounding obesity and the growing trend of weight management medication in a TV special titled An O Special, Shame, Blame, and the Weight Loss Revolution on the American network ABC. Opening the TV
On one, y'all, he talks about her father and and how she became Oprah, but he gives a backstory really, really quick about her. Um, and that's what I wanted to get into since we was talking about her. He exposes some stuff, and everything. And I believe I found it, but I just wanted to give y'all. If I can't find it today, I ain't gonna hold y'all on her. I don't believe in holding y'all hostage, so I'm not gonna hold you on her. But I will pick up with this on my next one probably tomorrow, and everything. And I'll say, y'all, I'm picking up from just the Oprah report. Here it go, right here. So but yeah, he goes in. He tells a whole lot of stuff I never knew. Whole lot of stuff I never knew, which I don't know everything. So, but I thought I knew most things about her. But yeah, she was Chi-Town's finest. Her and Michael Jordan. I mean, when you think of Chi-Town, you think of Michael Jordan and you think of Oprah Winfrey. Both of them. And with the money they both got, they both billionaires. And with the money they got, you don't think that Chicago should be the way that it is. The hood shouldn't still be the hood like that. Seem like it should be just different things done. You would think people that got all that money and stuff would go, even if they don't live in the hood no more, because I'm an advocate for that. I've learned through friends. Like, I got, people that's close to me and everything that's in, a couple of them was in the NBA. One person still in the NBA. A couple of them used to be in the NFL, and everything like that. And like Rondo told me, Rondo said, Rondo used to play for the Lakers. He said, that's my skate buddy. I told y'all all things started at the skating ring, okay? That's my skate buddy. But like he said, sometimes when you leave the hood, you can't go live back in the hood. You want to be around your people, but you just can't live in the hood. And he said you can do for the hood, but you can't live in the hood. And I agree with that. I agree with that. Also on Netflix, y'all, they are doing a story about one of my mama them friends, and also he's the father of my friend. My friend is Dwayne, and he's the father of him. His father's called Daryl Griffin. Okay, if y'all can take a look at that, Daryl Griffin is his name, and that's out on Netflix as well. I don't know why Kentucky getting so much shine right now, but we're getting a whole lot of shine. We are. It's a whole lot of good things coming up out of Kentucky. It's a whole lot of good things. Okay, so I'm one of them good things. Stay tuned. But Yeah, y'all take a look at, the movie Daryl Griffin. It's on Netflix right now. Also, please don't snob Tyler Perry's Joe Goes to College or Joe's College Trip. Learn the lesson in it. It's more about what it symbolizes. It's a lesson for us. It's a lesson for both generations. The lesson is both generations need each other. The old need the young, and the young most definitely need the old. Okay, you can't forget your past, because if you forget what happened to you in the past, you're doomed to repeat it. And a lot of our young kids, okay, unfortunately, have not learned the suffering and everything that our ancestors went through, and that their grandparents and great grandparents did, so they can be where they are today. And it's a gap. It's a gap. We have to learn how to bridge the gap. I believe that some of us is put here to bridge the gap. Okay, whatever that is. Some of us are put here to tell the story, to bridge the gap, because some of us can relate to younger people as well as older people. And when you have that ability to do that, and you have that blessing to do that, that means that you're here for a purpose, to bridge the gap. Okay, because not only do you speak young language, but you also speak older language, if that makes sense. Okay, so yeah, don't, you're here for a reason. You're here for a reason. And also, like I always tell y'all, try not to make seasoned people reason people. Okay. Some people are here for a season, some are here for a reason. Okay. You cannot do the reason people as a season. Season is temperamental, they temporary. They should be gone out of your life. Whatever, why they're here now. Yes, let's learn that and move on. Okay, reason people, there was a specific reason why they come in your life and they leave. Okay, or why they're in your life still. It's a reason for that. And sometimes it's to help us get over a hump that we don't think we own. Sometimes, okay. Sometimes it's to show us a mirror so we can take a look at ourselves. Okay. Sometimes it's to encourage you to go through a difficult time. And when I say difficult time, it don't mean nothing's wrong. It means it's difficult because a lot of us don't like doing new things, walking in new paths. And sometimes you have to come away from that you're familiar with and embrace something you've never done. And that can be scary. So sometimes a reason person is there to encourage you or to show you, if I've done it, you can do it too. Okay. So and another thing, don't live your life. Queen Diva. Hey, beautiful. Thank you for dropping down, love. Smooches to you. Smooches, smooches, smooches to you and my boo, Miss T Velocity. Smooches to y'all. So don't ever, y'all, let somebody buy you. Okay. I'm telling you now. Don't let somebody buy you. Don't cheapen your brand. You know what? There's not enough money to buy me. That's how much I think of myself. You may not think of nothing about me, but I think a lot of myself. You ain't got enough money to buy me. Seriously. There ain't a check been written that can be written to buy me. But that's how I think of me. Okay? So, plus my mindset mentally, come on now. I told y'all the best advice somebody gave me, okay? This bishop, he told me, he said, I'm going to give you some advice that's going to last you forever. He said, I see how you stand back and you watch and listen. He said, and that's the best thing to do. He said, but remember, it's best to be thought dumb than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. And I see so many people that speak when they should be listening. Seriously, I've watched that, and I'm an adult. I'm 55 years old, and I still shut up. I listen to other people around me. I don't really say too much. I laugh and smile, but when people get to whatever, I'm quiet as a church mouse. I shuts up. Again, it's best to be thought dumb than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. Let people think about you what they want to think about you. You know the difference. I ain't got to prove nothing to you. And I've never seen, it's like right now in 2026, a lot of adults is trying to prove their worthiness and who they are to people that don't matter. If you're not paying my mortgage, if you're not buying my food, paying my medical expenses, if you ain't the one that I got to answer to on a daily basis, what you think of me matters not. It's what I think of me. Okay, you may even be smaller than me or whatever. You may be 36, 24, 36. Congratulations. I still think I'm the stuff all up and through here. Self-esteem has never been a thing that I've dealt with, ever. Ever. And I will say this. It's somebody, because not all my people are from this sector, B sector. It's a girl. I think she's younger than me. Anyway, her name is they call her Uppity. Baby, you can't tell her she ain't got a small back and her hair ain't long down to her back. Even though you may see something different in real life, to her, she got a small back. Okay? So shout out to her, because whatever she see in her, she see it in her, and you can't tell her nothing different. Okay? So don't be like Michael Jordan and compensate. His mama made that deal for him, and she was smart. Catherine. Catherine. Cut it out. Oh, wait a minute though. But okay, so his mama made that deal for him, and she was a smart woman because that deal is still going to this day. Okay. But everything that a black millionaire has its hands in that people can control or try to take, they're going to. A lot of y'all didn't believe that 2025 agenda. If you did really believe it, I know y'all was thinking, about law, this man can't, but y'all forgot there's such things as called an executive order. This is the same man. I'm surprised I ain't heard about this going to court. I'm surprised nobody actually challenged this when it came to the registered nurses, when he said registered nursing is not a profession. These are the people that catch what the doctors do, like the mistakes and stuff that they do, and that's the one that you really see more than you see your doctor. You spend more time with the registered nurse than you do your doctor. And that registered nurse, like when, after the doctor see you and he writes you a prescription and stuff, she comes in there and say, okay, the doctor done wrote you a prescription. Wait a minute. Aren't you allergic to coconut? Yeah. Why did he? I'll be right back. See, they the ones to catch that and have him rewrite the prescription. But that's not a profession. All right. You better hope you don't go to the hospital and need a nurse to work on you, because half of them going to remember you said we ain't got no profession. All of that was for money. That's a whole nother story. I ain't going to get into that because we'll be another hour, so I'm not going to get into that, y'all. But when I tell y'all, believe in yourself, don't idolize these, because the day of the celebrity is gone. Okay? The day of the celebrity is gone, y'all. We're going to see so many celebrities fall. It's going to be crazy. And let me tell you one reason why I think they're not going to prosecute the Epstein files. Because one person that was mentioned in the Epstein files over 5,000 times is leading the free world of the United States of America. Now, how would that look if y'all go to prosecuting the people in the Epstein files? See, don't pee on me and tell me it's raining. I see you in between that. Okay? Just think about it. I could be wrong. And I ain't saying I could be wrong. I'm just thinking out loud. That's it. Just a thought. Over 5,000 times. Just a thought. That's it. Okay. That's it. Anyway, you guys. Like I said, I was gonna do the whole, but them people. So you know what? I just can't. With this administration, all I got is prayer, because I don't believe nothing. Okay? I don't care. All I got is prayer. That's it. That's it. That's all I got. So, anyway, like I said, I did do that live last night around midnight, y'all. It's on my community board, plus it's on the regular. Y'all can go check it out and fast forward through that if you like. But it is a good one. Please give me a click and a view. I appreciate that. And you know, like I always tell you,
Yeah,
what is, I always
from Kentucky to the world.
and I guess I see y'all in these
Just to see
streets.
another scale.
Smooches.
Real butterfly. Spread them wings, girl. Yeah. Yeah. Born to shine, leave a balance in her soul. Creole roots deep, got that heart of gold. Butterfly in motion, grace when she fly. Every room she step in, the stars multiply. Dr.Creole, wisdom with the style. That Kentucky vibe, make the world smile. Energy, crown sitting high. Royal Libra season, can't nobody deny. Creole butterfly, Libra queen tonight. Glowing like the moon in that southern light. From Kentucky fields to the city dream.
Right there,
She
y'all.
the vibe, she the balance, she the queen supreme. Smooth with the talk, yeah, she cornerstone. Butterfly wings, transformation form. She lifting up hearts with the words she say. A Libra queen guiding us all the way. Hey, Kentucky pride, rhythm in her veins. Creole fire running through her name. She walk by, the whole crowd sing. Long little queen, let the bell love ring. Yeah, butterfly, don't you slow it down. Dr.Creole in the royal crown. Balance in the spirit, love in her hand. Libra queen, ruler of the land. Creole butterfly, Libra queen tonight. Glowing like the moon in that southern light. From Kentucky fields to the city dream. She the vibe, she the balance, she the queen supreme. Yeah. So spread your wings, let your soul be free. Yeah. Dr.Creole butterfly. Eternally.